Hello, everybody, and welcome to an exciting new addition to LaSalle's Live, Laugh, Love Philly. I'm your host, Mark Wilson.
And I'm Barbara Colon. As always, we have some very fun, interesting, and even unusual things in store for you throughout the city of Philadelphia and here at LaSalle.
That's right, Barb. So for all of you guys sitting at home, tune in, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Episode features a couple really cool, easy, at-home experiments with some strange items like baking soda and vinegar.
Also, we take you on a fascinating journey inside one of the most popular destinations located in University City, the University of Pennsylvania Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology. It's a great place for people of all ages, especially if you are intrigued by the many historical artifacts left by ancient civilizations.
And we're going to take you inside one of the most interesting and popular restaurants in the area, PYT Burger Bar, for some bizarre food combinations.
Can't wait to take a look at that. And in our Ask Philly segment, we interviewed a couple of our fellow LaSallians on how they plan to spend their summer vacation.
Finally, we'll top it all off with an exclusive interview with Miss Joanne Gamble, a former member of Philadelphia's radio station, WDAS-FM.
Wow, Mark, it sounds like we have a super exciting show lined up for everyone today. Let's get it started, shall we?
Sounds like a plan, Barb. In this first segment, I had the pleasure of working with my colleague Sierra in experimenting with an at-home lava lamp project. Theirs turned out to be quite an interesting and fun task. With a few simple, ordinary household ingredients, we were able to put together our version of a lava lamp. Let's have a look. Hello, and welcome to Scientifically Speaking. I'm Mark Wilson. Today, we're going to show you an easy, do-it-yourself, at-home science project that is great for your kids on a rainy day or even for a kid's birthday party. We're going to show you how to make your own homemade lava lamp with the simple things you already have in your kitchen cabinets, most likely. So let's get started. First, you're going to take your empty water bottle. You can use any size container you want, but remember, you're going to have to use water and some form of oil. So you're going to keep it very small to help limit how many resources you need. First, you're going to open your water bottle, pour about a quart of water into the water bottle. Once that is done, you're going to take your food dye, put a few drops in. Now it's time to fill the rest of the bottle almost to the top with the oil. You can use any kind of oil. Now that our food dyed colored water, the red, and the oil have separated enough that we can take on to the next step and the most final and fun step of this project. What you're going to need now is Alka-Seltzer. We have Alka-Seltzer right here. And you're going to open up and you're just going to need one tablet. And you're going to break it up into many smaller pieces. And it comes apart very easy, just like that. You're just going to take one little piece, drop it in, and there you go, just like that, a very simple, at-home, do-it-yourself lava lamp project that's great for many occasions. And all you need is 5 things: oil, water, empty water bottle, some Alka-Seltzer, and food dye, coloring of your choice. Well, that's all for us here in Scientifically Speaking today. I'm Mark Wilson. Back to you guys at the desk.
Wow, that looked really fun. What tips do you have for us?
It was really fun. The only tip I really have is that when you add the water and the oil, add the water and food dye first and then the oil. Because if you do the oil first, then the water and food dye, you have to wait for them to separate. So the water has to go to the bottom for it to
Right,
work.
yeah.
So if you do the oil first, and it's just going to take a little bit longer to do, and you won't have as much fun as fast.
Yeah, I see. I will definitely try that.
For more information about how to create the lava lamp, you can check out sciencekids.com.
Shifting gears to our next next topic, it's time for some Philly Connect brought to you by a couple of our student reporters, Anthony Fleet and Nick Stahl. They have had the privilege of taking us behind the scenes of one of the Philadelphia most well-known and unusual burger establishments, PYT Burgers, located in the Northern Liberty section of the city.
Well, I've heard many good reviews about this restaurant. Let's see what they have going on down there.
Take it away, guys.
Hi, I'm Anthony Fleet.
And I'm Nick Stahl.
And for this edition of Philly Connect, we're here at PYT Burgers, which is located in the Northern Liberty section of Philadelphia.
We are going to be taking an inside look on one of Philadelphia's most bizarre and interesting burger bars. You ready to dig in?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm with Tommy Up. He's the owner of PYT. So what goes into creating a burger? Do you guys just come up with stuff? Or?
We have no guidelines. We kind of like think whatever we got like munchies for it at a certain time and try to make it into something good. How about we make you guys burger topped with cheesesteak on a donut?
So Tom brought us back into the kitchen where he introduced us to Kim, who's the head chef at PYT. Kim was able to show us a step-by-step process of both cooking and building the burger.
We'll start off with a 5-ounce beef patty in our house seasoning. Do a cheesesteak meat on this. And it's a whiz wit, so we're gonna add fried onions to it also. Maybe our bottom one. For the bun, we have a glazed donut. Then it's a 5-ounce beef patty, cheddar cheese. We got chopped steak meat with fried onions. And then it's finished with cheese whiz in the top bun.
At first, I was skeptical about the combination of the sweetness of a glazed donut and the beef and steak. But I have to admit, I was really impressed with how it tastes. I caught up with Dan from Philly, who told me the donut burger was his favorite.
It's disgustingly sweet and it's amazing and it just drips all over your hands, but it's well worth it.
Overall, I would say this is a really cool experience. The burger choices are great. There's also more things on the menu like milkshakes. There's a bar if you want to drink if you're 21 or older. If you're hungry and you're in the mood for a burger, come to PYT. You'll really enjoy your experience. For LaSalle TV, I'm Anthony Fleet.
That looks so good. Barb, would you eat that burger?
I would. I don't know about the glazed donut. It's like the sweet and salty taste, but I will try it. Yeah, for the first time. Why
I'm a big
not?
Cheese Whiz fan. Whiz wit. Oh yeah, on that
Yeah,
burger.
the cheese did look good. It did look good though. I would try it.
I definitely think the glazed donut is definitely a little cap on it. I said a little
Yeah.
sweetness on top of it all.
Yeah.
As we move along, I think it's exciting and special to note just how many fascinating and creative institutions lie within our city limits.
You cannot have said it any better, Mark. Also, being one of the nation's oldest cities, Philly has become a cultural melting pot in some ways, blending many traditions and culture's values into one defined Philadelphian culture.
That's very true. Philadelphia has been in existence since 1682, so it's only right that we have such an immense amount of history throughout the city. When we get back, we will send you on a tour of a popular tourist destination located in the university section of the city. So stay tuned and for this and much more.
welcome back. As promised, we have quite a few more enticing things in store for you, your viewing pleasures.
And later on in the show, we have an exclusive interview with former music director and assistant program director of Philly's own radio station, 105.3 WDAS FM, Miss Joanne Gamble, part of the iHeartMedia Corporation.
But before we get there, let's have a look at what Zoli and I discovered at the University of Pennsylvania.
The Penn Museum is located in the University City District of Philadelphia on South Street. It holds many interesting exhibits from all around the world.
One of the unique things about the Penn Museum, as opposed to other museums you might see, is that we are still occasionally collect things. We get donations from people. We still have expeditions out in the field doing research, so we really have the context for the artifacts we find. But our original collection originally comes mostly from excavation and some purchases and things like that. Geographically, we have things from China, Rome, Greece, Europe, Africa, Oceania, pretty much all over the world, South America, North America, and all different time periods as well.
The museum is very interactive as well. Touchscreens are available to use among many other things. The visitors also get a Q&A with the museum's very own mummy expert.
We have been open for 2.5 years now. So I spend most of my day working, and then twice a day I open this window and talk to any museum visitors that are here about what it is we do. We've had a lot of these objects for 100 years or more, but we're constantly making new discoveries about them, and that's always really exciting. We have a pre-dynastic mummy, which is our oldest Egyptian mummy, and he is about 6,000 years old. Until recent, like in the last year or so, the belief was that these mummies were preserved naturally. But actually, it appears that there's been modifications to his body, materials added, and so it really is showing that mummification developed much earlier than previously thought.
The museum also holds one of the largest African collections in the United States. And not only do parents love this museum, but kids do as well.
The Egyptian galleries are definitely our biggest draw. I have a running list in my head of talking to kids after tours, and I always ask them, what's your favorite thing? And even if I don't give them an Egypt tour, if we've been walked through the Egyptian galleries, they'll tell me that the Sphinx is their favorite thing. So I've had the experience of leading a tour in, for example, the Greek gallery and taking kids for a whole hour looking at different things. I just walk past the Sphinx for 5 minutes, and at the end of the tour, they say the Sphinx was the best thing in the whole museum.
Barbara, that was like a really interesting museum. What was your favorite thing about it?
I heard so many, but I would say the Egyptian exhibit and the Asian exhibit, they were wonderful. Just seeing the mummies, like actual real mummies, it was really nice.
That's awesome.
For more information about how to visit UPenn's museum, go to www.pennmuseum.
Up next, we have our Ask Philly segment, where we send two of our student field reporters, Jasmine Gamble and Isaac Perry, out on campus to find out what some of our own LaSallians have planned for their summer vacations.
Let's see what types of responses they receive.
Take it away, Jasmine.
How do they plan on spending their summer vacation? So what are your plans for the summer, John?
I don't know. I'll probably travel to England first and get back to the States and work.
Oh, wow, England. What's in England?
Family.
Wow, that sounds like it's going to be a fun summer for John.
So this summer I'll probably just working at the bar. I work at it back in my hometown, and probably making some plans to go down to the beach down in North Carolina, hopefully. So that's probably my summer right there.
That I will be guiding the students around LaSalle with their families, and I will also have to be a summer RA on the side. And
oh, wow, sounds like you're going to have a really, really busy summer.
Yeah, hopefully, I hope so.
I think I'm trying to have some fun with my friends and try to work, make a lot of money for school, come back.
There you go.
Like, just want to make sure I have some bills. I have bills to pay, so trying to make sure I get that paid away and squared away.
Well, I plan on maybe going to Puerto Rico and visiting family and getting some scenery in.
Well, this upcoming summer, I feel like meeting up with my team, Why Not You, teaching a lot of people how to be physically and financially fit and helping them like fully understand the power of what residual income is.
As for my summer plans, I plan on interning at a news station and working. Thanks for watching LaSalle TV.
So, Barbara, what are your plans for summer vacation?
I'm planning to go to Universal Studios this summer up in Florida.
Very nice.
Yeah, my aunt lives up there, so I'm gonna
Nice.
go.
It's a lot better than the weather up here in Philly.
Yes. How about you?
I'm actually going to spend a week in Nashville.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
going for a little conference down there. That'll be, taking the rest of the week as, relaxation, having some fun down in, land country
Yeah,
music.
that sounds awesome.
It's super exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Still not sure about what you're going to do this summer? For some exciting ideas, check out the following links. There are summer classes, job ideas, and a list of beautiful beaches along the East Coast.
Our final segment of the day features yet another scientific experiment that can also be done from the comfort of your home. In Scientifically Speaking, Taylor Cameron and Ro Diaz take us through the process.
Hi, I'm Taylor Cameron.
And I'm Rode.
And welcome to
Scientifically Speaking.
On today's episode, we're going to be making a
sandwich bag explosion.
And to make a sandwich bag explosion, you will need a Ziploc sandwich bag, a paper towel,
2.5 tablespoons baking soda,
a half a cup of vinegar,
and a 1/4 cup of warm water.
Baking soda react dramatically and quickly, producing carbon dioxide in equal portions as a result. The carbon dioxide soon fills the bag, and then after straining at the bag seams, it pops with a big bang.
Those of you who wants to be a scientist when you grow up, this is a good experiment to try.
Thanks for tuning in.
And see you at the next
Scientifically Speaking.
Don't worry, we aren't to the end of the show just yet.
That's right, Mark. We still have our 2-on-1 interview with Mrs. Joanne Gamble, former member of Philly's radio station 105.3 WDAS.
But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't do dialysis, if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Then Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
Imagine what you could make possible. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Every day, there are many children with physical imperfections and deformities who courageously face the world. But through the Caring for Kids program from the Plastic Surgery Foundation and the Hannah Storm Foundation, you can help give them a new outlook on life.
I realized at that moment, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We now bring you to our interview with the one and only Mrs. Joanne Gamble. It's a pleasure to have you at LaSalle with us this afternoon.
Hello. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So let's hop right into it. So you're the former program director and music director for 105.3 WDAS FM. So let's start from the beginning of your career. What made you interested in radio?
When I was a student at University of Pennsylvania, I had a work-study job at WXPN Radio, and that's what sparked my interest in radio.
Very nice.
That's
XPN.
very nice,
Good,
yeah.
Good station.
Yeah.
So what made your choice with WDAS?
WDAS, their music format is considered urban adult contemporary, which is basically R&B music without like the hip hop and rap. And that's the type of music that I grew up listening to. And so it was the music that I was most passionate about. And that is what sparked my interest in wanting to pursue a station like WDAS. The format is very similar to a station called WBLS, which is in New York, which is where my family is originally from. And that was the type of music that I grew up listening to.
That's great. You found something you really connected with.
Yes.
Too. So how long
That's great.
How long did you work for WDAS?
Almost 18 years.
Wow, 18 years.
Yeah.
Almost as long as I've been alive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A long time, yeah.
So what were some of the best perks of working for the radio station?
Well, obviously one of the best perks is free music. I have so many CDs at home, it's mind-boggling. You get to hear all the new music first, obviously, because you're the first line of defense. All the music comes to the music director first, so you get a copy of everyone's new music. So that's probably the best perk, is getting free music and a copy of everybody's CD first. Obviously going to concerts, that's part of your job, to go see people perform live. So, I mean, all the free music you can handle, going to everyone's concert, and not just locally. I mean, there are times when they will fly you out. I've been flown out to Vegas to see Whitney Houston and Alicia Keys and Stevie Wonder, so travel is a big part of it, and sometimes, you know, being invited to special music concerts in other cities, so travel and free music and getting to go to concerts and going backstage and meeting, you know, artists and seeing them one-on-one and taking photos with them. So, you know, there's a lot of good perks in the music industry.
Now you've told us the rougher aspects of your job. What else does your job consist of as the music director?
Radio is a lot like working at a hospital, believe it or not, because when you think about it, your radio music is on 24 hours a day. So although you're in the office part, you know, it's never really a 9 to 5. You're pretty much on call 24 hours, you know, a day. There'll be times when I'm at home 11 or 12 o'clock at night. If someone doesn't show up for their air shift, I get a telephone call. That position has to be filled. I have to get out of my bed and start calling people to get someone to come in and relieve the person that's in there, you know, at work. A lot of times things change. Media is immediate. If I have my music programmed and something happens, like when Luther Vandross died, I had to blow out all my music and change it to a tribute, you know, to celebrate his music. So a lot of things have to change based on, you know, what's going on, you know, in the music industry. Or sometimes the music stops. When 9/11 happened, it wasn't appropriate to just continue to play music. We had to stop the music and deal with the tragedy of what was going on, you know, in the world. So, you know, a lot of things, you know, take place. So my job entailed programming music, creating special music features, doing countdowns like at the end of the year, you know, all types of things, creating special contests and promotions on the air.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite artist that you had the privilege to meet?
My favorite artist people don't typically think of as an artist, but it would have to be Quincy Jones. I mean, he's a music mogul. When you think about him doing We Are the World and things like that, he's worked with everyone from Ray Charles to Michael Jackson to Lionel Richie and all these other people, and he was the most humble person you could ever imagine.
Okay, so what's some of the biggest advice or best advice you can give the students or those looking to break into the radio industry?
Radio is a really tough field right now when you think about all the syndication. I mean, Years ago, radio was all about personality, and everyone had a unique way of delivering their personality over the radio. Now, there's so many syndicated shows that there's not a lot of room for individual radio personalities, so it's a really tough field to break into right now. I would never discourage anyone from pursuing, their passion, but it's a very tough market to get into right now because of syndication.
Okay.
And one last thing, real quick, what was the most hectic event you were part of while working at the station?
Absolutely Unity Day. It's the largest outdoor radio event that is ever done in the country. It used to be done down on the Ben Franklin Parkway by the Art Museum, and it was 6 stages of entertainment.
Okay.
Well, a special thank you to our lovely guest, Ms. Joanne Gamble, and to all of you as well for tuning in today with us.
Yes, for more Live, Laugh, Love Philly TV, you can visit us on the web, on Facebook and Twitter, and check us out on YouTube at LaSalle 56.
Until next time, remember to keep your televisions tuned to the latest episode of yours truly, Live, Laugh, Love Philly. I'm Mark Wilson.
And I'm Barbara Colon. Thanks for watching.